Hong Kong is a trending topic now among Western politicians and major news outlets, and they do not like to talk about good things like how the mainland is helping Hong Kong or the fact that 70 countries have called for non-interference in China's internal affairs. They're just looking for certain things. Now they're hyping that Beijing is assaulting Hong Kong's democracy. So let's talk about it. First, democracy, which was never a real thing in Hong Kong until it was handed over back to China in 1997. Just look at who the governors were during the colonial period. None of them were Chinese nor elected by the people of Hong Kong. And the Legislative Council members were not democratically appointed either. Hong Kong was nothing but a colony controlled by foreign powers all along. Just as the British newspaper The Independent reported, British rulers treated Hong Kongers as mere second-class citizens and made all the rules that tamed the local people. And the inequality was always there. But the way they are talking now is confusing, like they are the creator and guardian of Hong Kong's freedom. In fact, full universal suffrage was never allowed by the British colonizers because, who cares about natives? Plus, during the British rule, the governors pledged allegiance to the Queen, not to the people of Hong Kong.
And bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
To Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Shocking. Guess what? Democratic reform was indeed promised in 1984 only because China negotiated with the UK.
So it was something the central government of China wanted, not the other way around. So stop acting like Hong Kong's democracy is a Western gift.
If anything, it is a brilliant product of China's one country, two systems policy, which deserves the world's recognition and long overdue credit. Since 1997, as the Asian financial center, Hong Kong has been one of the best performing places in the world in terms of economic freedom, GDP growth, human rights, health and safety, government transparency, and so on. But Western politicians and media outlets would not tell you those achievements are made possible by the one country, two systems policy and Beijing support. They can't. It violates the political correctness they hope to clear. Instead, you see titles like this that don't make any sense. The past riots and violent protests, which would not be tolerated anywhere in the world, have seriously undermined Hong Kong's stability and China's national security. Beijing is simply doing what's necessary to protect Hong Kong citizens' rights and interests. What's wrong with that? And over 99.8% of Hong Kong's nearly 180,000 public servants agree with the principle of patriots governing Hong Kong. And if that doesn't show what Hong Kong people really want for the city, then I don't know what does. Numbers don't lie, facts don't lie, only anti-China forces will lie. Haters are just gonna hate, hate, hate.